You are listening to 𝗃𝗀𝗃, a podcast series by NTT Data dedicated to the telecommunications industry. As the telecom industry navigates challenges such as increasingly competitive broadband markets, a decentralized broadband infrastructure, 5G technology, or a growing interest in multi-access edge computing and private cellular networks, operators are pressured to monetize their investments and develop new business models. In this first episode of the NTT Data podcast series called 𝗃𝗀𝗃, we will dive into a very present-day topic, the new business scenario that goes beyond connectivity, the edge smart ecosystem. Here to discuss Telefónica's transformational challenges, the new business models they believe in, and the opportunities they foresee is Jose Luis García Amores, B2B IT Enterprise Architect at Telefónica, and Fernando Rubio, Telecom Executive Director at NTT Data Europe Latam. With regards to the Digital Transformation World event, hosted by TM Forum in Copenhagen, here at NTT Data we developed a series dedicated to the telecom industry and the solutions that are being developed within the Catalyst project Edge Smart Spaces beyond 5G to help operators manage these challenges and overcome them.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of NTT Data podcast series, 𝗃𝗀𝗃. My name is Fernando Rubio. I'm Executive Director of Telecom Industry at NTT Data. To give a bit more context about the first 5 episodes of this series, I would like to explain that they will be devoted to the TM Forum Catalyst project Edge Smart Spaces Beyond 5G, which will be presented at this year's edition of the Digital Transformation World that will be hosted in Copenhagen in September. In each episode, we will unveil how, through advanced technologies, NTT Data, together with key players of the market, have co-created a solution to help telco operators to address challenges in terms of monetization of their network investment, especially 5G, and the creation of new business models to get more revenues from their vertical industries clients. So, to know more about these challenges, I have the pleasure of introducing our guest today, Jose Luis García, who is B2B IT Enterprise Architect at Telefónica Global CTIO, who will take us through the transformation challenges that the sector is facing, and also will talk about innovation and how Telefónica relies on the TM Forum Catalyst program to accelerate the transformation. Good morning, Jose Luis.
Good morning, Luis Fer. Very happy to stay here with you.
Okay, so Jose Luis, as you know, at NTT Data, as part of our 5G value offering, we try to help telco operators as Telefónica to move beyond connectivity, okay, to get new revenue from the B2B market by selling this kind of digital solution that solve real problems, okay. So tell us a little bit about the transformation that Telefónica is currently going through, okay, especially in the B2B market.
Yes, as you said, Luis Fer, the environment where Telefónica is living, we could say the technological ecosystem has changed a lot with these new technologies, 5G or whatever, that are raising the opportunity to third parties, to other companies to participate in this market. So new commercial models are being generated. The new technology with the new commercial models are forcing us. Well, Telefónica is usually continuous transforming company, and transformation is at the core of Telefónica. And in this case, the need is more urgent because we have to adapt to all these new technologies, but not just the technology, but how we monetize and how we are able to provide services, incorporate new actors to the market and keep the results, I would say, the income.
Yes, I think that partnering is key, no, in this transformation, and seems to be about adding capability from different players and putting them together in order to generate this kind of solution. So in this context, to enable this partnering and joining capabilities from different parties, which are the main challenges that Telefónica are facing today?
Yeah, well, I think if we consider this a new ecosystem, new technologies that are rising, new services, new commercial models, new partners participating, I would highlight that as one of the first one of these challenges is how we are able to handle, to manage a fluent relationship with the partners, how we are able to onboard their product, or they to onboard, to put their products available for us. So we jointly can generate new services and new product to the final customers that, as I said, we are changing from the traditional markets, B2B, B2C, to a B2B to X, B2B to different number of Bs or X in the chain. So this part of the partner onboarding has to be easy, fast, simple, and is one of those case challenge. The second for me is the monetization of all these commercial model, because there are several actors, new technologies, but it is key to be able to monetize, to monetize not only for Telefónica, but for all the actors that are participating or that are living in the technological ecosystem where we are living, and that would be one of the key factors, or challenge. And the third one would be we have to do that to reach the customer and to work in a very, I would say, a flexible, fast, easy to work in a marketplace concept. We have to be able to enable the marketplace where customer, third parties, CFP, Telefónica and others can live in, support all this commercial model.
Okay, really sounds really challenging. Also for us.
It is, yeah.
Also for us, since our main goal is to help telco operator in co-creating this kind of solution, joining capability from these ecosystems. Once we, a telco operator's Telefónica success in this context, which opportunities do you see especially in the B2B market, in the different vertical industries, to be able to monetize this investment?
I would say that there are huge opportunities to monetize it, because the new technologies with the CSP's activity, we are going to be able to put communications and computing capacity at anywhere. And that makes possible to other companies to build products and services that require not only communication, but also computing and other elements. With that, they can build packages of products and services that can reach other companies, to build over that, and then to sell to the final customer. So I would say that is the point.
Mm. Well, I think that this match very well with the essence of this year's Catalyst project, the 5G Smart Space Beyond the Edge Smart Space Beyond 5G. And we as NTT Data, we also believe that 5G is not related with connectivity. It's also related with other emerging technologies at the end to create this kind of solution. So in your experience, what do you think is the role of the connectivity and 5G enabling this kind of B2B to B2X ecosystem like the one that we have implemented in the Catalyst?
Yeah, I think, Luis Fer, that the connectivity makes possible to put the computing capacity, the multi-edge, as you said in the name of the project, anywhere for any industry in any place. That makes that a huge horizon of opportunities open, not only to Telefónica, to the CSPs, but also to all the technological companies that are able to use this connectivity and this computing capacity supported by the connectivity to fulfill current needs of customers and future needs also. I'm thinking not only of smart spaces, that the one that we have considered for the Catalyst project is an airport, which I think is a good example of a potential client for this project. but also harbors, also stadiums with a lot of people. I would say it opens to all the industries, and this is due the connectivity the 5G is able to provide, and also the fixed PON, the passive optic network, also provide that capability. With joining with the multi-edge computing, I think you have a very strong opportunities to provide services, monetize, and do new things.
You are listening to TechCom, a podcast series by NTT Data dedicated to the telecommunications industry.
There is a market plenty of opportunities because we consider that vertical industries, they are in a process of instrumentalizing their operations, and they, in the past, they digitalize some processes, business processes, but they have to industrialize, to automate many of the operation. And one of the things that we have demonstrated in the Catalyst is that there is IT capabilities today that can enable the implementation of these business scenarios, and also leveraging the TM4 asset, the open APIs. We have demonstrated that in a very short time it can be possible to integrate different pieces, different components in order to automate all the processes that are required to provide this kind of data solution. But from your point of view, how far do you think we are from a real commercial implementation in the real world of this kind of solution? I mean, this kind of data solution and also the IT capabilities required for them.
I think, Lucifer, that we are not very far from real commercial projects of this type. Okay? There are two elements. One of them is the network side, where it needs to have the deployment to enable the 5G and all the connectivity. But also from the IT perspective, we need to have the solutions, mainly the applications, as more standard as possible, able to support the functional features that we need to enable this B2B or these commercial models that we are in testing or in the project. No? And I think that we are closer. It is not I would say the deployment of the network, all that is addressed through the new fiber companies, through the neutral host operators, all that type of elements, and it is progressing. And on the other side, what we are going to see, or we expect to see in this project, is that technology, IT technology is there. Maybe there are some features that we need to develop or we need to specify and tell the technological partners to incorporate to their products. But I don't think it's a huge difference or distance among what is a real operating thing from what we are doing here.
Okay, I think this is a great news, okay, because in the Catalyst we focus on the airports as a business scenario, but I'm pretty sure that out there is a lot of different business scenarios, vertical industries where this kind of solution also applies.
Yeah.
So from your point of view, in which other sector do you see potential to apply this kind of B2B to X scenarios or B2B to X or this kind of solution combining connectivity with computer vision, IoT, and these emerging technologies?
I see, look, the key for me is this being able to put anywhere computing capacity and high bandwidth communication. And that can apply to any industry. You can, or any sector. We are focusing on a smart space, and airport, smart cities can also be used, parkings, and many other actors using that. No? Also, where there are huge amount of people in a certain place for a certain time, like the Catalyst we did last year in a sport event in a stadium. That's a thing. But also in the industry, like a harbor or any industry that is building cars or whatever, they can use the IoT capacity, all this artificial intelligence in the vision application, the graphical application, with the connectivity and the computing capacity. Generally, I would say that you can use it in any industry. I would say it's cross-industry, this solution. So there are several areas where this can apply. I think it's a cross-sectorial solution.
And considering that, what role do you think that system integrators and consultancy companies like us can play supporting and complementing Telefónica addressing these opportunities?
I think it's a key element that is in the name of the companies, the system integrators, not because if you look to the solutions, to the services that are being provided to the final customers or any of the Bs in the B2B to whatever model, at the end is a set of technologies different that are working together coordinatedly. So we as the CSP, as Telefónica, need you to implement, to help us in the execution of this program. So I think it's a key role to be able to put everything together, working and supporting the service or providing the service to the customer or whoever.
Yeah, I think that also the fact that we are providers also to the vertical industries also allows us to know about the businesses and the process of these other verticals. So at the end we can bring this knowledge to to be able to identify the pain points in these vertical industries and jointly and together co-create a solution to address these.
Yes, fully agree. The need of other areas that can be solved by this technology is something that you can incorporate to our view, which may be more limited to the telecom sector, industry, or whatever. So I would say both things, implementing and also incorporating the experience of other industries and problems or whatever, are the key elements that you can provide to us.
Fully agree. Well, I think that we are running out of time.
It's very interesting.
To finish this very interesting conversation, let me ask you a tricky question.
I expect it.
What is innovation for Telefónica?
Yeah, a tricky question. Well, I would say that innovation in general, but for Telefónica mainly, which is something that is at the core of Telefónica, the innovation spirit. And I would say that this attitude and a way of thinking and investigating, analyzing, and considering how to do things in a better way. How do I use the technology to serve our customers in a better way, more efficient, and also what I need to fulfill current needs or anticipate to future needs of our customers. So innovation joins everything, the needs, the technology, and the spirit to question, analyze, think, and never visit thinking everything is done, this is working, I don't have to do anything. No, it's the opposite of that.
Okay, so thank you, Jose Luis, for participating in this episode and for providing such an insightful view into what Telefónica and other CSPs are going through right now in terms of monetizing your network investment and at the same time to provide added value to your B2B vertical industries client.
Thank you very much, Lufer, for the opportunity, and thanks.
In today's demanding market, operators need to go beyond selling connectivity and evolve into more complex service providers. And that brings a new set of challenges that we've discussed today with our guest, Jose Luis García Amores, B2B IT Enterprise Architect at Telefónica. Join us for our next episode of the NTT Data TechCom podcast series, where we will dive into how AI powers decision-making and how workflow automation will enable CSPs to monetize the 5G ecosystem.